They're the only ones that don't know that could not exist here on this planet if it didn't breed in with other things, and that don't have the sub-Saharan rhesus monkey DNA.
What kind of monkey DNA?
Rhesus monkey.
Okay.
It's called being Rh positive. Like, get this, if a black guy has sex with a white woman, they have to give her immunosuppressant drugs so her body doesn't kill the baby. Because her body automatically kills the baby. Unless she has an extremely poor immune system, or she's somehow retarded, or like has a little bit of fetal alcohol syndrome, or had a druggy mom, then her body will let the baby live. Now, that's a lot of fucking women.
What about a white guy banging a black chick?
No, it doesn't. The black chick's body doesn't try to kill the baby.
Okay, good. But I'm safe.
You're giving your genetics away. You're giving your genetics a funeral, and it makes God very angry.
Which God are we talking?
You guys are way up above. I'm down here somewhere.
Which God are we talking about?
My God.
Does it matter?
Well, I don't even know what a God is, to tell you the truth.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus is a character in the Bible.
Jesus is a historically proven figure with all kinds of archaeology.
Really?
With
like
letters between Pontius Pilate and his cronies saying he was an Aryan.
That's after supposedly.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it was
nothing's contemporary.
It was in Jesus' time.
No, nothing was written during Jesus' time. Nothing.
Yeah, it was.
Nothing was ever written during Jesus' lifetime.
Okay, sure.
Everything was after the fact.
That's not true. There are letters between Pontius Pilate and Tiberius Caesar stating that Christ was an Aryan.
That's way after Jesus' time.
Pontius Pilate was the man who had Jesus crucified.
Pilate wasn't alive during Jesus' supposed lifetime.
He was. Yes, he had him crucified.
Did not.
Oh
Nothing
my
written.
God.
Yes,
Nothing
he did.
written.
Sure.
He's right. I'm sorry.
Josephus, not alive during his lifetime either. Tacitus, not alive during his lifetime either. He was just repeating the Roman story.
Yeah, well, you have your opinion.
Well, it's not an opinion.
Race
mixing
is having sex with monkeys.
Sex with monkeys.
Wow. I found a monkey. Somebody got a monkey around here.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It's disgusting, and their pussy smell bad. It smells like carbonic acid.
You think black
Their bodies smell bad.
females smell bad?
Yeah, they smell like carbonic acid.
Carbonic acid. Wow. Interesting.
That's why they call them chumpy skunks.
Well, even if Jesus did exist, there's nothing to go by there. It's just a story.
Having sex with monkeys is gross.
But it's not monkeys, it's fellow humans. We
They're
can't
not humans.
interbreed.
You can't prove
so
that. Interspecies
We
can
can
breed.
breed, right.
Interspecies can breed.
Well, we are the same species.
They're different species. Like
We are the same species.
We're not. That's
We're the same
that's
species.
bullshit.
How are we not the same
We're
species?
not, because they're animals. They're monkeys. Now
Well,
lions and
all humans are
tigers.
animals.
Lions and tigers can breed, and they're different species.
Okay, all humans are animals.
Lions and tigers.
Do you know we're animals? You know
we're
we're
not
animals, right?
animals.
Oh, we're not animals.
No.
We were animals and we're mammals. Did you know that? You didn't know that?
You just want to fuck a monkey.
Wow.
All right, guys.
Is he fucking with me?
Don't you guys go over the line?
Wow.
No. I was following the conversation.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm trying to.
But
end
watch it. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
No, look. I believe in the Bible that what it says, steel against steel sharpens. And I know you don't believe the Bible.
Of course
but,
not.
But
No.
But even in philosophy, if you think about it, it makes you more witty. It makes you more understanding. Not maybe witty, but more understanding about one side versus the other side. And I think it's good. I like it.
I think debate is good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And I've enjoyed it.
Right.
So who'd you vote for?
Trump, of course.
Trump's a Zionist faggot and a child molester.
Oh, now.
He's doing a much better job than Kamala.
I thought I was on your side till then, but now I'm on your side. No, anyway, no, it doesn't matter. No.
I'm just fucking.
No. It's all good.
I'm just.
Everybody has.
So
I'm fucking.
Look,
with
my
you.
brother's
How much were
my
you fucking
brother's a
with?
Trump
The whole
guy.
thing?
I mean,
the Trump thing.
Oh, okay. So everything before then you were serious about the whole racist shit.
what? No, you don't have to apologize for Trump.
I
what you
don't.
said.
I love your hair.
I believe that all. I believe that all politicians are communists.
I believe all politicians are bought.
Exactly.
For the most part.
They're communist.
The only one,
They're bought
and the only one that
communists.
really is not bought is like the guys that had the money, like Trump.
Well,
You know,
I've seen him go over there and fucking put his hand on the Wailing Wall and fucking say it's the temple and it's not. It's No, it's just a Roman wall that was left. The Bible said that every stone would be turned over on its face, and nothing would be left standing at the
Who
temple.
cares what the Bible says, bro?
Well, anyway,
that's
some people believe
Some
archaeology.
people, that's a history book. That's our history book.
No,
that's
it's
my
not.
history
It's
Some
book.
people
it's a
believe
work of
archaeology.
fiction.
And the scrolls,
It's not. It's proven like
the
400
Dead Sea
ways
Scrolls
sideways with
prove out a
archaeology.
lot of things. I keep telling you.
All
But
of the
anyway,
Stories back
corroborating
then were written
documents.
with a little bit of fact and a lot of fiction. And the Bible's
It's not true.
yeah,
You
well,
can't prove it.
of course I can.
No, you
it's
can't.
easy.
No.
Sticks don't turn into snakes. Burning bushes don't talk. People don't walk on water. We don't know what a God is. It's not defined. It's not demonstrated. So it's all just fiction.
okay, and nobody
Right?
back then they couldn't turn on.
Yeah, it is.
They couldn't turn on.
Can you define and demonstrate this God thing?
The what?
Can you define and demonstrate a God?
Okay, yeah. So an indegenerable being,
What is that?
an indegenerable being, a being that cannot degenerate.
Okay, you can't
It is
define something
all-
about what it can't do. You got to define about what it is.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
An indegenerable being, okay, a being that cannot degenerate, that is all love and all hate, that is the only one who can make morals because it's the only one that knows everything. Cannot degenerate because it is pure.
Cool story, bro.
Because it is pure.
Cool story.
It's science.
Okay, in order to define what something is, we kind of need a general idea of three things. What it's made of, where it exists, and how it functions. We just have a general idea of those three things in order to know what something is. In order for
I
a thing to
cannot
be a unique
define
thing,
God because I'm finite.
then we don't know what we're talking about, do we?
I know that he exists because my
But you
spirit
don't, because you don't know what it
testifies with his
is.
spirit.
You can't say you know something exists.
My
You don't know what it
spirit
is.
testifies with his
A spirit. What is that? Another unknown thing, right?
Certainly not.
It's not. What is it
No.
then? What is a spirit?
My spirit testifies with Yah's spirit.
No,
that
no.
he is
What
real.
is it?
It's the spark of Yah.
Okay. What's it made of? Where it exists, and how it functions. Do you have a general idea of those three
Who
things?
cares?
That's how we know anything.
Who cares?
Well, logic and
My
reason cares.
spirit-
Truth cares.
You're calling me a liar.
I'm calling
No,
you
no,
delusional.
no, be
delusional.
careful. No, you guys are doing
Delusional.
No, you went over the line. You went over the line.
No, he asked me a comment. I said, I'm
you guys
not lying.
Your debates have been really
There's a,
good up
hold
to this
on,
point.
hold on. There's a difference
Oh,
between.
no. I'm the judge here.
Hold on.
No.
There's a difference
You went
between.
over the line, call him a liar.
Stop.
You
Stop.
I
Stop.
said he was calling me a liar.
There's a
Yeah, well, okay,
difference.
but-
Will you stop? There's a
He
difference.
didn't call you
Will
one.
you-
But, and then you went over.
Do you mind?
No, I do.
There's a difference between
'Cause I'm
lying.
being the
Oh my
judge.
God! Stop.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh, we got him to admit. My God. Finally, you
Can
admitted
I
it.
fucking talk? There's a difference
down
between lying and delusional. Lying is when you say something untrue and you know it's untrue. Delusional is believing in something that's bullshit, but you don't know that it's bullshit.
My spirit testifies with Yah's spirit that he
I
is
don't
real.
know what a spirit is. You know, I don't know what this Yah thing is. Some sort of God thing that you also can't define. So none of them mean anything. It's just bullshit.
It's science that
You know, you can say it's science, but science means to know, which is about our
Calm
knowledge.
down. We can hear you. We're all at the same table.
Science means
You
to
like
know.
to interrupt people.
Well, you can't start defining something and start talking about Never Neverland and thinking we're getting somewhere.
Since I accepted Yah into my life, it is drastically
I don't
different.
even know what that means.
Well,
What does that
let me
mean?
who cares? Let me tell my story.
Oh, go ahead. Tell your story.
My life changed drastically. I have
Great.
joy unspeakable in dark, dark, dark times.
Great.
And that is not how I lived before.
Okay.
I lived in despair
Okay.
and rage
Great.
and malice.
Great. People who see therapists go through the same transformation.
I didn't do that.
Right. Well,
This was instantaneous,
Well-
out of nowhere, upon receiving the love of the
okay.
infinite.
But do you understand? That's just a belief. That doesn't add validity to the existence of the thing you believe in.
miracle.
No, not at all.
People's
People
mind
can
pathways
change. It's
do
not a
change
miracle.
instantaneously.
Don't talk over
Do you guys
me.
want a treat?
No.
Where's my treat?
Deeply ingrained
Come here.
brain pathways
You-
do not change
forget the dog treat. I'll take
instantaneously.
you.
Well, that's your
I'm
story.
kidding.
We don't know how much of
As
it is
long.
true.
It
Thank
takes
you so
as long.
No, don't
for
bring me a
to
dog
make
treat.
You're telling me a story. I don't know how much of it
tell her
is
to
true.
keep it.
You understand?
Okay, well, you can have
But
faith in
people
your
do
fellow man or
change.
not,
People do change. It is possible.
but not instantaneously.
Well,
over
that's your
lives of
story that it was
violence and-
instantaneous.
and-
We don't know that it's instantaneous. It's just your story.
But everybody, I'm just judging. Go ahead. I like the debate. I'm trying to stay neutral as much as can.
God, I want another one of those. They're so good.
What was that?
Pineapple cider, but they're $8.
No, I'm not buying
No, I didn't ask you to.
it. I know you. Oh, jeez, guys, I'm a judge. I'm working on a pineapple, whatever, magnolia punch. All right, great guys. Shake hands and come out fighting. No.
So,
No,
so
pleasure to meet you. As always, Ted. What? No, you guys are great debaters. That was good. That was
I
good.
just have a problem.
You always have a problem, but, and so do I. Everybody has a problem.
What's that?
I was just looking out for you. I don't want you to give your genetics away and fuck a monkey. It's sad. Your children will never be like you.
Do you know
Okay,
people
your
would
children will
punch
hate
you in
you.
the face for
I
that?
know that. But
Okay.
I know that.
But
But
Ted,
I
I just
care
want you
enough.
to know.
But I care enough.
Ted,
You care about what?
That your children would never be like you. They would be angry at
What do
you.
you mean they would have half my
You would-
DNA?
You would be expecting them to attain to a civilization that they could never build on their own. Okay, and to have them
The
here,
fuck? What does that mean?
they have never done it. They've
Never done what?
done this. They've never built anything like this.
Everyone who's born has not built anything like this because they're
They've
young.
been here for 250,000 years on this planet and still live in huts. And they have never built a civilization or medicine
That's
or
because they
art
have
or
corrupt
culture.
government down
stop,
there.
guys.
No, it's
I'm
because
gonna have to-
they have
I'm gonna
85
I'm
IQs
gonna have to put
generally.
a stop
And
on
they've got a
yours.
lot of religion down
You
there
have to
too.
shut up too. But Elon Musk, is he?
He's from
What is a
South
Jew?
Africa.
He's a
And-
Jew.
Hold on. Is he black, white?
He's
different.
part
He's
black.
white. Of course
part
he's
black.
white.
No, he's part black. He's Jewish.
I think he's right.
He is. He's part black.
So,
He's Jewish.
did he make something of himself?
Yes, but he's
But
it's
so
very
your
rare.
statement that you just made,
and he has about 80% white.
but your statement said, and it's
I'm talking about
African,
like
black,
mainly
or
pure-
mixed.
You know, there's a lot of
And
black
he's
people
got-
who made
hold
something of
hold
themselves,
on.
right?
And he has what? How many?
He also had billions
13?
of dollars from a very young age thrown at him by the Zionists.
No, he didn't. It was millions.
By the
Okay, he had a
Zionists.
couple million.
He's always been backed.
Okay, now he's a billionaire. Okay,
He's
guys?
always been backed by
Did
Zion.
he make something of himself?
Science.
He was allowed to by Zion.
So I only added that because I put a wedge in there because I thought it was a little unfair that you said it couldn't happen.
You know, we
It
both
did
think
happen.
you're
I was
crazy,
just, I'm
right?
just saying it's unfair
What's unfair?
to expect a child that generally will have an 85 IQ to attain
What?
to attain to something.
why
greater.
would a mixed child have a low IQ?
Generally speaking, breeds and blacks attain to an 85
Did
or
you say
95
breeds and
IQ.
blacks? What is that? What is breeds? You mean whites?
Breeds.
Breeds like dogs.
Breeds.
Breed.
Like
Breeds,
different-
breeds like
breed,
blacks.
you know.
Okay.
His
they
dog has
generally
got
have
3
like
breeds.
85
in
to
it.
95 IQs.
You mean the color?
Yeah. Generally speaking, 85 to 95, okay, for a mulatto or a black. Now, an Asian can actually raise above the white man quite drastically to 130, whereas we're generally 120. But I'm at 143. My bishop is at 174. It
Then why do you believe in
He's a
God
Catholic.
if
Got
you
it.
think you have such
I
a
finally
high?
figured out your religion. Go ahead.
I'm not a Catholic.
Oh, what did you
I'm
say?
a
Your
Khaldi,
father?
my bishop.
So you think you have a high
I'm a
IQ?
Khaldi.
So you think you have a high IQ?
I'm a scholar.
Because I'm about 115. You think you have a higher one than me?
I'm about.
have 143.
I'm about 47.
But you believe in something that doesn't show to exist, a God, and you think
I
that's
disagree
okay.
with you that it
There
doesn't
are
show
some of
to
us
exist.
out there.
To me, it shows to exist.
But it doesn't scientifically.
Well, that's to you.
No, it's to the scientific
To
community.
me, I could show you
It's
books.
not to me. It's to the scientific community.
Scientifically, I could show you books. that
I can show you books too. So what? What are we talking about?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not taking offense to either one. I'm trying to be a judge. Sorry.
You keep changing the subject.
I don't change the
I
subject.
don't want you to give your genetics away.
That
I don't
makes-
want you to have a child that will grow up to hate you.
Really, if we Grok,
To be
if we
dissimilar from
if
you.
we ran what you just said through Grok, what do you think it's going to say?
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Fuck AI.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it'd find like most of the shit you're saying is pretty much untrue.
Most of these AIs are
They'll
Jewish.
probably say you're pretty fucking
Most of
racist,
these
too.
AIs are Jewish.
Oh, okay.
And the Jews are the direct descendants of the Nephilim, of the fallen angels. And they admit it in all of their secret
This
books.
religious shit
and
doesn't
they're all
mean
child
anything to me.
molesters.
If you stayed on facts and logic, I'd be with you, but you're not. You
I
go
am.
Off, you go off to the whole religious god crap.
They admit it in all of their secret books that they are of the fallen
Secret
angels.
books.
and
What is
that
an
they-
angel? The fuck is that?
Aliens, demons.
What's a demon?
Something that has twisted its form beyond repair.
What can twist its form beyond repair? What have we ever seen that can do that?
You've never witnessed a demon in your life.
Nope.
Well, I
Neither
have.
of you. Maybe when
Yeah.
you're high, you
No.
got some smoke something.
No.
Yeah,
And
I
lots
think you
of
have.
men have.
Nope. No one ever has.
Stop. On his behalf, I have
Mm.
to give him a point. There has been Catholic priests trying to get demons out of people's
Of course.
bodies.
That's part
And
of
there
the
have
thing.
been-
So what?
Hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm just being a judge, but we do know that there has been films and movies made of these things, and
Anyone
there's
can
been-
make a movie out
I'm
of
not
something.
done yet, and documentations where priests have been called to do this.
Documentation is nothing.
That's your problem.
You can't document.
Oh, okay, I'm
you
not-
can't.
no, I'm backing
you
off of
can't
the-
document someone
Oh,
doing
so-
some magical
okay,
thing and
all
say
right, now-
because there's a
now you-
document on it, then therefore it must have happened. That's not the way the world works.
Oh, that's right. 1812.
You have to-
Was there a war between
If
us
you're
and
going to say
England?
something magical
Wait,
happened,
wait.
you have to have
I'm
more
on
than a
him.
piece of paper to show it does.
1812. Was there a war between us and England in 1812?
What's your
Well, they
point?
said on paper, but I never
Yeah,
saw
but
it.
we
I
know
never
wars
saw
can
it.
happen.
I
We
never
don't
saw-
know magical
I
things
never
can
saw
happen.
it.
Wars can happen.
There is no
magical
pictures.
things can't happen. That's the
Magical?
difference between those two
That
things.
was magical?
A
1812?
demon is a magical, unknown
Okay,
thing.
okay,
A war
okay.
is totally different. You're trying to equate the two. Doesn't work that way.
There have been thousands of men
All right.
throughout history who have
Guys.
seen and witnessed and had physical fights with demons.
Cool story, bro. What do we have on
So
that?
you
Anything
think
at
they're
all?
all
Do we have
delusional?
any
So you just
demonstration
think
of
they're
that?
all
Can we
delusional?
define and demonstrate
Answer
a
me.
demon?
So you
Can we
think-
do that?
So you think they're all delusional?
I think anyone who thinks that there is a demon, yes, it's delusional.
Even if they had a physical fight with the demon?
Where is the evidence for that? Where's the evidence for
I
that?
could say that you're delusional about many things.
Yeah, right. Do you see me talking about unicorns flying through the air out of my ass? Do you see me doing that? I don't do that. No, because I don't believe in shit that doesn't show to be true. It's not defined and not demonstrated. You apparently do.
I
Not only do you believe in
I
shit that's not
believe
true,
the
you think
words
you
of
think black
trustworthy
people
men.
are beneath us in
Okay.
some way.
You guys have
I-
2 minutes and we're going to call it quits.
I
we
believe
need to go home.
the word of trustworthy men.
Starting now.
Of what?
Trustworthy men. I believe the words of trustworthy,
Trustworthy men. Okay. Well, I
All
don't
who-
I
all
don't go
whose
around
friends.
believing in stories that talk about magical things without definition and demonstration because that would be an error on my part, and you should heed the same thing. But you don't, which makes your beliefs delusional.
I give love and honor to trustworthy men, and I accept their stories as true if they speak
Trying
it
to
with great
pull love and
witness.
emotions into your talk is not going to bring validity to any of your assertions.
You're missing my point.
I'm not missing your point. You think you're making one, but you're not seeing the path of truth. I care about the truth. I care about reality. These are the things I care about. You care about stories, and you say, well, I believe in them because I trust these men, therefore I believe in these stories of magic people in the sky and demons and stuff like that.
George Washington saw angels lead him up
Okay.
into a vision.
Yeah, well, I'm sure drugs were available back then, too.
He was in the war. He was in the Civil War during
Okay, all right.
The vision at Valley Forge. Read the vision at Valley
Okay,
Forge.
okay. So we have a story on it, then
Anyway, go
then
on.
I'm not saying it really happened, and he really
All right,
did
you
see
guys got
demons.
55 seconds to end this up. I'll give you 10 seconds.
We can
make your point.
we
you got
can-
anything
we
to make? You got 10
We
seconds.
can talk as long as we want. Thank you.
Or I'm going to leave.
Okay.
All right. All right. I want to call it quits. We're the only 3 out here. Yeah, look around.
Yeah.
All right. Now we got 30 seconds left. You guys got any points? I love your debates. Trust me. And I have my personal feelings. And some of them was your way. Some of it was your way too. But
All of it
you
should be my
some,
way.
You made some great points. And but he made some good points, which I kind of side with him. But I only have 8 more seconds to talk about it.
Okay.
But you know where I stood before we even got into this. I was just being a judge. Time's up.
All right.
We're done. Damn! Scared the shit out of
Three
me.
at a time. Three
No,
at a
I
time.
love the debate. I
Three
thought
at a
it was
time.
great.
Why won't you pump my fist?
It's
Oh,
weird if you
if you
It's
can't
just in
enjoy
jest.
a good debate,
It's just in jest.
and I
and play.
think
We're all
I
human
thought
beings.
it was great.
We're all
Wait,
human beings.
what's in jest? What's in jest?
The fist bumping. It's
Look,
it's,
you
it's
and
a
me have
playful
not agreed on
act.
things before.
It's a playful
Yes.
act. Of
But
a
were
man
you a
do.
racist piece of shit?
So
Well, you know what?
Were you a racist piece of shit?
I am a scientist.
Are you kind of?
I have seen the Human Genome Project.
There are a group over there.
I have seen the Human Genome Project.
You weren't a racist piece of shit, which is why I still fist bump you and shake your hand, right? Even though you believe in stuff I don't believe in.
I will.
Yeah, I know, but
that's the difference.
But we still bump our fists.
We still bumping fists?
Yeah,
because you're not saying the girls I date are monkeys. You're not saying that. Right.
And he doesn't believe what you believe. And you
no, the whole monkey thing. The whole racism monkey thing.
Take a debate.
Smell.
I don't know whether he's laughing. I don't know whether he's joking or not.
I'm not joking.
Well, he says he's okay. Twice now, he said he's not joking.
I'm not joking. They have sub-Saharan,
you and I have debated back and forth for the last year and a half,
and they have the same exact hemoglobin as the rhesus monkey.
And been friends? Have we not?
Yeah, I accept you for your faults.
Right.
Your huge faults.
For your faults.
My faults are.
No, yeah, I know. Okay,
I'm all good, bro.
It's great. You're a-hole. I'm sorry. That's Mexican for ale. But anyway, you're great. But no, that was a great debate tonight. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And I think you guys should just...
Thank you, fence sitter. Thank you for the...
I tried my best to be a judge.
All right.
And
Appreciate it.
I hated interjecting. But I thought you guys made beautiful
Okay,
points.
thank you.
Okay, great. All right. I tried my best.
All right, thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, again.
And a pleasure to always speak with you. Oh, you want to bump? No.
Fist bump. No, I do fist bump.
Oh, you're not going to
I do fist bump.
I'm scared to shake hands because it means commitment. May you always feel the joy.
No, I just don't like shaking
May you always
hands.
feel the joy of the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
What the fuck is the Holy Spirit?
I know.
Oh, never mind. Fucking freak.
Now, was that necessary?
Yeah, he's a fucking loser. You know he's a fucking loser. And you're gonna wait till he leaves and you're gonna fucking agree with me that he's a fucking loser.
I'm not gonna agree with you.
You're not gonna fucking agree with me.
No, I'm
he's
not.
a fucking loser.
And I'm not gonna call you one either.
Okay. Oh, you're so good.
No.
You're such a good tempered man who just accepts everybody for who they are. Such a good neighbor.
Am I supposed to change your thoughts?
No,
your ways?
I'm not asking
No, you
to change
didn't.
someone's thoughts.
But
No,
why
you're
can't
supposed to express yourself.
Why can I not sit on the fence? I have my beliefs.
Do you think
you
that?
have your beliefs.
Do you think that was acceptable? Do you think
No, I
that
thought it was a great debate.
Do you think his position was acceptable to have? He just called all black people fucking monkeys and they're beneath us. That's what he fucking did. Like, which part of that? Wait, do you fucking agree with him?
Would you let me answer? Or are you going to keep interrupting?
Okay, go ahead.
I disagree with that.
Well, fucking good to hear that shit. Fuck.
Well, thank you.
About fucking time. Because it didn't look like you disagree with him that much.
No, I just sat in the middle listening to the debate back and forth. I wasn't so concerned about that because I didn't believe that part. But I don't believe some wild shit. I don't believe in some of your parts either.
How often does wild shit
I
come
don't
like
believe
that?
in all your parts either. I sat here and listened. You know me.
How often does wild shit like that come out of someone's house, not someone's mouth? How often? How often? How often? You don't see that all the fucking time.
No.
America is not a racist place, but we got motherfuckers like that once in a while who calls that shit.
Everybody, I'm right here. You don't have to yell.
Well,
Get your heart rate down.
Yeah.
You look no, I thought it was a little bit over the top. His belief on monkeys in Africa and whatnot. Is he still here?
Yeah, he's just coming right now.
Okay. Oh no! Come.
All right, you loser.
You too. No, you don't let it. No, let it go.
You didn't have that dog. I'd put up your ass, bitch.
Oh, jeez, man! I thought you guys were
have a good shitty life, you racist fuck.
Oh my god! See, this is when it gets ridiculous. No, he wants to tell you to fuck your mother, and you want to talk to him.
Yeah, that's the way men talk to each other when they disagree, especially a loser like that.
No, when you disagree, okay? This is America. Yeah. You have a debate, and I enjoyed the debate, you guys. And I tried to do my best to keep you guys from going over the line. You're a liar. You're a liar.
I don't need a fucking judge. I don't need a judge to go over.
But I like the fact that I could sit
you
back
interrupted too much. You should have just let us fucking talk.
Oh,
debate.
Effing you, me too. Did I tell you both to get F? No, I didn't. I'm not that stupid. No. I thought you made points. He made points.
And he wasn't
I didn't
kidding.
I didn't like some of his points, but I don't like your points either.
What points did you not like about mine?
You don't believe in Jesus, so
Jesus is a fictional character.
I know. We keep going through this. We've done this conversation 3 or 4 times. It doesn't bother me what your thoughts are, and I like to hear his side. Although some of his side bother me too.
What the fuck is that shit?
Okay.
Why aren't you all over that shit? That's
No,
come out of
I
his
stopped
mouth?
him. You, guys, I was trying.
I'm just surprised that you were trying to be neutral. You should.
Yes, I was.
You should have taken a big old dump on him for that.
No. You guys are going out. He's going Stanford. You're going this. You're going that.
That is unacceptable to fucking have.
But it was a great debate. I thought you guys did good, but every once in a while you guys would step over the line. Call a liar.
He did horrible. But then again, you would know because you're on the same side
he
first
didn't go.
he got there.
You're right. A little bit.
If you were more logical, if you were more logical, if you were more logical and reasonable, because I'm trying to talk.
Because I thought you had won the debate.
Stop. If you were more logical and reasonable,
Yeah.
you would have agreed to everything I fucking said to him.
No, I couldn't agree with everything you said.
It's because you're not as logical and reasonable as you should be.
Oh, that's your opinion.
No,
now.
that's the truth. That's the scientific truth.
I think.
There's nothing about opinion. That's fact.
If you want to know my honest opinion, you came out ahead, but
I know I did.
Okay, relax.
Yeah.
Chill. Man, you jumped
No,
down
some
my throat.
people get worked up, and it's okay to do that. It is fucking okay to do that.
It's okay to debate.
No, it's okay to get worked up too. You can't tell someone to calm down. That's just how they are. It's okay to be like that. It's okay for me to debate with this motherfucker. It's okay for me to get worked up. Don't tell me not to get worked up. That's how I am.
Okay, get worked up.
Okay.
Get worked up all you want.
All right.
My life is a no drama.
Well,
it really isn't. It really is. I tell
piece
Beth,
of drama just sat right here.
I tell my girlfriend Beth, I said, I don't need any drama in my life. I really don't.
Right.
I don't. And I'm not judgmental. I don't care. I listen to everybody's opinions. I don't care what they say. I know what my beliefs are. I know what I think. If they can change my thoughts, that's fine. I will enter it. But if they can't, then they won't. But let's just keep moving on. I am not going to be the hammer that hits the nail and going, oh, I'm dumb. I'm going to fight with you. No. I love to hear debate.
No, sometimes people need to be corrected. I don't sit on the fence. I correct people. I'm all about education and awareness. I'm not going to sit there and be like, hey, it's all okay.
I can hear
okay.
you.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay,
I'm not going to be someone who's going to sit there and be like, everything's okay, flowers and stuff. I'm going to correct somebody when they're wrong, and I'll be blunt about it. And that's how I work.
And maybe, just maybe, that might be one of your social things that you need to curve.
No, not at all.
Okay,
No.
It's okay.
I love that part of me.
Okay. Well, that's great. I think you're a great debater. To be honest with you, I think you won tonight, but that's my personal opinion. I'm not going to tell either one of you. And he just told you F off, and you guys went. That was over the board. That was all done. I mean, we called clock and we're done. And now.
So if I had a girl here that was black, he probably would never talk to me.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you want him to talk to you?
Not anymore. Unless he wants to get debated or smashed.
There's no violence needed. Only if he disses your girl. Then.
Oh yeah. Then
trust me. If anybody disses my girl,
yeah,
I'll be the first to stand up.
Yeah.
I will.
But see, what does it matter whether she's here or not? You know what? He'd say shit about your girl too. She's darker.
She's Italian.
Yep. He'd fucking say shit about her too.
He didn't. Well, he don't know.
No.
Well, we'll find out.
He might have. Yeah.
Well, then we'll have a discussion then.
Yeah.
See, you get really wound up, but you did a good job tonight. You really did. I was impressed. I almost feel like it was TV. This is good.
No, you should.
But you came.
Let it keep going. Stop trying to.
You actually came up ahead, but I didn't want to get involved.
But if you sat there and watched without interjecting,
I did not want to have a three-way conversation.
It was one-on-one, and
it was good.
You could have stopped.
No, I only stopped when you guys started bullshit, BSing. You're a liar. No, you're a liar. And I'm going,
right. Well, no, that's not what was happening.
You can call him a faggot. Is he a faggot?
Hey,
no.
I can handle any kind of debate. Any kind of debate. This motherfucker says, are you calling me a liar? Listen, when he says you're calling me a liar, I don't see. You think you're stopping something from being ugly.
I'm stopping it from
listen
to another extreme.
Listen.
Let's debate.
Stop. It's not going to go to an extreme. I've been doing this for over 20 years.
I've just been on
Listen.
debating team in high school.
Will you
That's
listen
all.
to me?
You got me
please?
better.
I can handle anything that motherfucker could have thrown at me. When he said, you call me a liar, then I would have gone into the whole delusion versus liar. I am very logical and reasonable. You think you're stopping something from getting ugly. I'm the one. No, I'm the one that stops it from getting ugly. I'm the one that does that. But I keep the content going. I keep getting information and debating with the guy.
And I appreciate that.
I am very dialed into handling any kind of situation like this.
Okay. You get so wound up.
Yeah, my motherfucker.
See?
All I date
can't stop.
all I date are darker women.
Who cares?
That's all I do.
Who cares?
And this motherfucker is going to say, "Oh, their IQ only gets a certain way."
That was his downfall there. No, I'm not
Like,
going to argue that.
I think what would Grok say? Oh, I don't give a fuck. Oh, you don't care about the truth. I forgot.
At the end, you came out with points. Okay, if I was a judge judging the debate, you would have got your points. You probably would have won 7-3, but anyway.
Yeah, only because of the religious shit that you buy into.
Well, now you're down to 6-4. Oh no, you don't want to shake hands with me.
I like to fist. You know, I really don't like shaking people's hands. I just don't like it. I guess it's because I'm a semi-recluse introvert. But his comment about commitment, I'm like, the fuck no.
Oh, commitment. Yeah.
He's
I'm sorry.
crazy,
You almost
dude.
had me drop an F-bomb. But yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't matter to me. You shake my hand, you don't.
Yeah.
And the only thing, it just bothered me for a second when I put my hand out there and you go,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
Fist bump is good. Yeah. I'm always about fist
I'll let
bump.
it go.
But I wasn't about to. You could fist bump.
No, I saw you.
Fist bumping
You were not.
Fist
Go
bumping
ahead.
him would be just as akin to shaking his hand.
What?
Fist bumping him would be akin to shaking his hand, and I see it as the same way.
When
He doesn't deserve a
politicians-
handshake. He doesn't deserve a fist bump.
excuse me. Have you seen on TV when politicians from each?
Oh yeah.
They shake hands and they go to the podiums. Oh, let me finish. And at the end, they shake their hands and they go their separate ways and hug their wives and kids and everything.
Right. Is one of them telling the other person that all black people are bullshit?
No, I just said that whatever they all argued about,
Right.
it's all over with.
Right, but it's not
We're
as
done.
extreme.
No,
but it's not as
it's done.
extreme. But it's not as extreme as this motherfucker.
It's done.
He doesn't deserve a handshake. It's nothing.
Nah,
Politics
I
is
can
much
see
different.
your point a little bit. but,
Politics is much
yeah.
different. It's
Well,
much more tame shit.
Oh, you think?
Oh, much more tame
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Wait till you run for an office and they look up your ass with a microscope.
Dude, I should
Yeah.
be mayor of this fucking town.
You should-
I'll fucking turn this.
That was funny.
I'll turn this woke shit real quick.
All right, I'll bump you on that one.
All right.
That woke
I
shit.
actually thought about running for mayor. I actually
Hey, you
looked
want
up
me to
on
give you a lift part way home? Will you
Fuck
put-
no.
Okay.
Why would I?
You have to say.
I don't got lights on here, right?
I know, but
How am I going to drop the panties
I'm
if I'm
just-
riding in your car?
no, you're not going to ride my car. You're going to put your thing in the back of the truck and.
How would I? How would
If
I
you
drop?
wear a helmet in the
How
house-
would I drop the panties if I'm not riding it?
Drop the panties.
Yeah.
You wear panties?
You don't understand shit I just said, do you?
No, I don't.
Girls drop their panties. You understand?
So
You
you're
see?
a girl now?
Well, you're so fucked up. All right, boomer.
I'm glad you didn't drop your panties for me. No, be careful going home, all right?
Dude, I don't have to be careful. I'm always
Okay,
careful.
you don't have to be careful.
I'm fucking
Hey, you know
master
what?
at this, okay,
We
Dad?
almost shut down the bar. There's like 4 or 5 people over in the corner over there. Hey, thanks for coming out.
Hey, man.
No, I enjoyed it, Ted. You think I don't enjoy these things? I do. I do. I like to sit back and, well, actually, I don't like
Dude,
to.
I couldn't
I don't
believe
like to.
The
don't
shit that
like
came
to
out of that
judge.
guy's mouth. I can't believe the shit came out of his
I
mouth.
told you had a 7-3.
He was just, and I know when he first said something and you looked at me, I know.
Oh, I knew it was going downhill. But I wanted to hear the debate.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Apparently not enough.
No, I'm pacifist.
All right, see you, buddy.
Someone, have a good one.